Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Halo Forge Epidemic. This is Psycho Duck, and I'm here with another competitive map feature. This map is called Premise by Ace of Spades 0707, and it is a symmetrical 2v2 map. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit hoarse. I was at a pretty awesome Linkin Park concert last night, and I kind of lost my voice from that. But anyways, yeah. So what's up with Premise? It is, like I said, a symmetrical 2v2 map. It was actually part of a 2v2 tournament that Forgehub held some time ago, and it just plays a very competitive game of 2v2. It's good to play with, like, MLG settings are good, and yeah, it's just very tactical, very competitive. So something you'll notice is that the initial push is extremely important right here. So I'm running for the rocket launcher, just trying to get there first, and my teammate is trying to get the sniper rifle first. There's two snipers, one kind of behind each spawn, and as you can see, the enemy had picked theirs up, which is why I died trying to get those rockets. And yeah, so that initial push is just super important. But throughout the map, it's a very simple map. But throughout a match, it becomes very important to communicate with your teammate and just, use callouts. I kind of forgot all of my callouts that we had for this map back in the tournament, but it's very important to use callouts and just control areas of the map, control the power weapons, and also there is a neutral evade in the map, which is kind of interesting. So, you should be playing this map without armor abilities in the game type. And, you do that, and then you pick up Evade, and it becomes incredibly useful. You'll see some footage later in the match of me just avoiding so much, avoiding death multiple times just because I'm using Evade, and it's just extremely useful. That'll be right here. And yeah, so it's all a lot of fun. And, this is one of those maps that kind of doesn't have any gimmicks or anything like that. It's just very simple, but very, very solid competitive gameplay. So if you're into more of a tournament-style 2v2 match, this is definitely a good one for you guys to check out. And other kinds of 2v2s are good for that too, but I think that this is just a great one. You don't get so much like in the way of advanced player movement or that sort of thing, but it's just based very, very much on map knowledge, just knowing your surroundings, knowing the power weapons, even just watching weapon respawn times, and just knowing what's going on and communicating with your teammate. So it's very important to do all that, and if you do that, you should have a lot of fun if this is your kind of thing. And if you're not quite so much of a competitive player, which I know I'm not, then this might not be the map for you, although I still enjoy this map quite a bit. And of course, all our other feature types as well as other competitive features should cater to you more than this one would then. But yeah, I think it's just a really solid map competitively, and this map's cool because it's actually a fairly old map. I'm not sure exactly how old, but this tournament that the map was in is that was over a year ago, and this map it still holds up. It still has these clean, simple aesthetics that still look nice, and just don't get in the way of anything, but just look nice, and they don't exactly make the map stand out. But at the very least, it still holds up today, and the gameplay absolutely holds up today. This map was made long before there were any kind of like no bloom game types in Reach, but playing no bloom on here certainly works, and just doing that sort of thing is great. Just MLG game types are great on here for 2v2s, and it's kind of interesting to see like rockets on a 2v2 map, but since they're in the center, they're super contested, super powerful weapon on here, and definitely good to control. And then the snipers are of course very useful. You get some pretty cool sightlines on here with the central bridge, and then the kind of segmented rooms. There's essentially just 4 rooms on the map, and then the central atrium. It's very simple, like I was saying, but it still, it works very well. and you know, it just flows around very nicely, and you're not so much forced to go through the A-trim, but since that's where not only the main power weapon but the evade is, you know, you're definitely encouraged to go in there. And it's definitely preferable to not shoot your teammate with a rocket while you're in there, because that's just bad. But, you know, it happens, I guess. And then around the map there's also some needle rifles and plasma pistols, which can be pretty useful. Especially the needle rifle with zero bloom. The plasma pistol is a bit less useful with zero bloom, just because the DMRs kill so much faster. But, you know, and of course you don't have to play the map with zero bloom anyway. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this one, some of you more competitive guys out there, because it's really just a fun map to learn just every detail of the map, all the weapons, all the spawn times, and just, you know, the way the whole map fits together. It's just a lot of fun to do that if you're into more competitive stuff, you know, playing this competitive games at a LAN or just online with some friends or whatever. And you know, you could play a 1v1 on here if you wanted, but I wouldn't really recommend it so much. It's definitely more of a 2v2 kind of map. But anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. This has been Psychoduck with Halo Forge Epidemic, signing out. Feel free to subscribe and keep on watching, guys. Bye bye.